Hi again, everybody. Fresh month of February just started, so it's time to start a new topic for us. In January I've been talking a bit about decluttering, minimizing, if you will, mindfully evaluating our material possessions. And this month I want to follow up with a topic that's very important for me and a difficult one as well. And it's a topic of building what I would call enabling structures. What I mean by that? Well, whatever is your meaningful work, whatever you would like to do with your life, whatever you want to focus on, requires time and energy. And since this is Western civilization, you probably lack both of those. Your time is fully booked and you don't even know where it goes. And you are finishing your days like depleted of energy. You don't feel like you have enough to tackle on new stuff that you want to cram in your life. The enabling structures in this context are anything and everything that would provide systems and routines for your day that would allow you to optimize a little bit the way you use time and energy. And what I'm going to be working on is looking through my time budgeting, if you will, my calendars, my daily routines, and I'm gonna look into where my time actually goes, day by day, action by action. Especially I'm gonna look into repetitive actions that actually take most time if you accumulate all of the individual iterations of those. So going through my calendars, going through my systems, seeing if there is space out there and how am I using it. What I want to say here is the primary challenge is not optimizing the way you use tools in terms of calendars, in terms of productivity systems. Of course, if you have the right set of tools, it will help, but it can also fool you into believing that with the right tools, you can tackle more tasks. And with better tools, you can tackle even more tasks. And more and more and more ad infinitum. This is actually not the right mindset that will get you there. Because the tools can be actually blinding you from the purpose. They can be blinding you from the important part of your decision making, which is setting up priorities, deciding what to do and what not to do. And it is very, very hard for us to not do things, to say no to some activities, because there are so many things that are attractive and they seem to need or want to be done. So I will actually benefit, and we will all benefit in a kind of weird way from the social distancing restrictions in these last couple of months, because suddenly many of those activities that we took for granted and that were taking so much of our time are not available anymore, and this created some space for us to rethink how we can structure our days, how we can structure our life. So what I'm gonna bring this month is I'm gonna show you how and where I am struggling with my systems, with prioritizing the tasks and let's say work which I consider crucial for my mission, and how am I taking these tough decisions, and what worked for me in the past and what didn't, and also what is still a challenge for me up till now. There is one specific thing I want to recommend right now, and it ties back to the video I published on YouTube about accountability. What I put in there was a list of activities that I'm going to focus on, but also some activities I'm going to avoid. And avoiding these activities actually created some space for me already. So January for me was the month when I did not watch YouTube at all. It was the ban of YouTube. I actually did watch YouTube, but only my videos, and which I wanted to check after post-production. And yeah, it was sometimes a horrendous experience watching myself on video. However, I just didn't use YouTube in the usual way, to kind of take a quick break of a couple of minutes, watching lolcat videos or some funny movie clips. And I realized this brought not only extra time in my day, but also more focus, more clarity. It's just the thing I didn't do. And of course, I had some twitching in the first couple of days, even weeks, I'd say, when I just wanted to go to YouTube. But I am glad I didn't for the 30 days. I still allowed myself to watch movies, so I'm not saying you need to be super restrictive, but be more mindful about where your time goes. For me, YouTube was the time dump. I had no idea where my time goes. So look for what you may call low-hanging fruits. Where are the nearest opportunities for you to get more time and more energy for your work? Maybe watching Netflix only once a week, or whatever is it for you. So my commitment for February is to continue with this no YouTube practice. It served me well. I don't feel deprived, so I'm gonna keep staying away from YouTube. There are some exceptions in there which I'm gonna mention in detail in my next video, but as a principle, I'm just not gonna watch YouTube. I'm just gonna watch movies on weekends, and I'm gonna pick them mindfully. For February, I am actually starting a new ban or new challenge, and that is a no shopping challenge. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it in the video next week. And in a nutshell, the idea is not to shop for anything but groceries, meaning food and consumable supplies. I did that already a couple of years ago. I'm going to share how it went for me, and I'm hoping this will bring a little bit more clarity and a little less distractions in terms of just browsing on these shopping websites and looking what I may or may not get. So think about what is a meaningful work for you and what stands in the way. How can you simplify the systems you're using? How can you bring more focus into your work? And what can you let go? What can you kind of stop doing to create this space? And if you're not quite sure how, that's okay. Just follow me, see where I fail and where I succeed, and you may find some inspiration in there for you. And because this month I want to kind of increase the scope, I'm not going to be just blubbering about it myself. I'm going to bring in some powerful guests and interview them. People who know their stuff about these topics I mentioned, and who can bring some insights that are much more powerful than mine. Thanks for listening, and I'll be with you in a couple of days with the video, and a week from now with another podcast. Thank you. Have a great day.